going on, boxing fans? This is Kenneth SB Unboxing. You visit us on the web at www.sbunboxing.com. Let's speak boxing. Miguel Cotto. Miguel Cotto set for October 5th. Opponent hasn't been set yet whatsoever, but he is a free agent. You know, he can go with Top Rank. He can go with Golden Boy. It really doesn't matter. Miguel Cotto can do that. Why can Miguel Cotto? And it's a good position for Miguel Cotto because Miguel Cotto sells. You know, these last several years, he built up a fan base. He built up a business. He pretty much built a little empire himself that everyone's just going to have followers. You know, Miguel Cotto is an exciting fight to sell. You know, even though Golden Boy came up, they tried to put him against K9 for a fight in September. Actually, Showtime declined it. Showtime felt like it's going to be a too hard fight in the market. So what did Miguel Cotto went ahead and did? He went ahead and he presented an offer to Top Rank HBO, and they took it. You know, they haven't picked the opponent yet, but it is going to be scheduled for October 5th. It's going to be scheduled for October the 5th. Now they might go ahead and do it in Miami and Marlins Stadium. They might go ahead and do it over here in Orlando and New Amway Arena, home of the Orlando Magic. Regardless on what venue they're going to do it, it's definitely going to sell. Miguel Cotto is going to sell. Now they're thinking about, more likely they're in negotiation, possibly going ahead and put him in the ring with Delvin Rodriguez. Who is Delvin Rodriguez? Exactly. Who the hell is Delvin Rodriguez? Delvin Rodriguez is 26-14. Actually 26 with 14 KOs and 6 defeats. Austin Trout did defeat him. United decision. It did last 12 rounds. This was actually this time last year. And then right before that, he had a draw. He came off victorious against a guy named George. I have no idea what his name is, but actually, it's a fluky. You know, Delvin Rodriguez. Honestly, I hate to talk shit about boxers and stuff like that, but he's a nobody. You know, that's an easy fight for Miguel Cotto at the 154 weight division. Does he need a tune-up fight? Yeah, you know, just like every other fighter. You know, you have Manny Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao suffered a defeat against Timothy Bradley. He suffered a defeat against Juan Marquez. And he's going to go fight Brandon Rios. Now, is Brandon Rios a fluke? No, Brandon Rios is not a fluke. But Delvin Rodriguez is definitely a fluke. You know, but there's really no one out there for him to fight. You know, there's several fighters out there, but I'm thinking more of a tune-up base. He's definitely want a tune-up fight, regardless of what happens with the Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight against Canelo Alvarez. It could line him up after this fight to go ahead with the victory underneath his belt to go ahead and take on Canelo. I think he should take on Canelo regardless of the outcome of the Mayweather and Canelo fight. But I know if Canelo goes ahead and beats Mayweather, that's a mandatory rematch that's required to happen. So, regardless of the situation, I think Miguel Cotto should go ahead and fight Canelo. It'll be a good lineup. It's going to be a good fight, and that'll definitely be a good draw for the people out there. Another shocking news that Miguel Cotto's leaving again. You know, he's leaving his trainer. He's actually going to train. He's talking with Freddie Roach. Now, is Freddie Roach going to do too much? You know, is he going to do too much to improve me? I'm pretty sure you're going to see some slight improvement. You know, you're going to see some slight improvement, but I don't see how switching trainers is going to do much for Miguel Cotto, especially veteran Miguel Cotto in the way Cotto is right now. You know, he's stuck to his old ways. Yeah, you know, he can teach him a trick or two, you know, better him in certain aspects of his game, probably his endurance or something like that, because it's known Freddie Roach definitely has the best speed and conditioning out there. But anyways, you know, he went through Emmanuel Stewart. He went through Pedro Diaz, which I honestly think, you know, Pedro Diaz is a Cuban amateur team coach. He has a lot of champions underneath his belt. He's a hell of a trainer. He actually had Pedro Diaz in his corner when he had that comeback victorious fight against Margarito, Antonio Margarito. Now, he had Pedro Diaz when he put on a hell of a performance against Mayweather. He had Pedro Diaz when he performed against Austin Trout. But it's to a certain extent, to a certain point, which fighters need to look themselves in the mirror and say, look, isn't my trainer's fault? Because Pedro Diaz still has Rigondeaux and these other fighters still winning fights. You know, so it really doesn't doesn't say much about Pedro Diaz. Pedro Diaz's resume alone speaks for itself. You know. Well, let's see what happens with Freddie Roach. You just never know. But I'm excited. I want to see Miguel Cotto come back. A lot of people thought Miguel Cotto was going to go ahead and take on Lara. I thought a lot of speculations he was going to go ahead and take on Lara, and that was going to be his last fight. Win, lose, or draw, it doesn't matter. It's going to be his last fight. But it goes to show that Miguel Cotto is actually going to fight 2 or 3 more times before he calls it quits, which is, you know, exciting. Delvin Rodriguez, that's going to be 1, and then 2 more big fights for him. And then he's just going to call it quits. You know, he has a nice promotion thing going on in Puerto Rico. But anyways, guys, this is Ken for SB Unboxing. Visit us on the web at www.sbunboxing.com. Friend request, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. You think Miguel Cotto should take on Delvin Rodriguez, or he should just go ahead and find another opponent? Canelo Alvarez versus Miguel Cotto. What do you guys think about that? What's your fight prediction on that one? But anyways, guys, take it easy. Have a good one.